Hi, I'm Neil Bunn. I'm with IBM Canada. I'm a corporate architect for high-performance computing and cloud computing initiatives. And today we're here at the EPCON convention, and I was doing a breakout session this morning about cloud computing. And one of the biggest topics of it is, what is cloud computing? And it's probably one of the areas that's the most debated. The first thing cloud computing is it's a marketing term used to describe an awful lot of different infrastructures. And from IBM's perspective, the most important things about a cloud are probably a few fundamentals. The first, it's got to be flexible and dynamic. So we refer to that as dynamic infrastructure. Second thing is, what makes it really interesting is a pay-per-use model or a flexible payment model. Those are very interesting as well. And the last element that is typically always a requirement for cloud is ubiquitous self-service and network access. And this means you're able to access your resources from anywhere in the world. And building that involves a whole pile of different technology elements that we've had for many, many years, clusters and grids, but only over the last year or so, maybe the last 2 years, have they all kind of culminated together where you're able to virtualize your network, your infrastructure, and the software layers on top of it to provide a real value proposition to your clients. And that's kind of the interesting part about cloud. It's why it's got all the buzz these days, because it actually has a good business value behind it. It allows you to reduce your infrastructure costs if you're a startup, because you can start and build very rapidly if you get consumers. And if you're a large corporation, it's a whole new way of managing your infrastructure in a much more efficient fashion and being able to leverage resources through virtualization very, very rapidly. And it was interesting this morning discussing with all the students a number of different things, and we talked about all the challenges of cloud computing. And the big ones these days are, how do you secure data in the cloud, and what's the difference between a public and a private cloud, and who would use them? Public clouds being the ones that you think of from Amazon and from IBM and from Google, and Microsoft has theirs now as well. And the private clouds being the things that are much more relevant to many of my clients, which is the application of infrastructure reconciliation into a dynamic infrastructure that they can kind of be flexible with. And that, in a nutshell, has been what the conversation was this morning. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll answer even more questions throughout the rest of the conference.